You ever have one of those days where you're just trying to do your job, but someone decides you don't belong? Yeah, that was me, standing outside my own courtroom, while some guy with a badge acted like I was crashing the party. Spoiler, I'm the damn judge. All right, let me set the scene. I'm Daniel Carter, 42 years old, and I've been a judge in Baltimore Circuit Court for about 3 years now. Getting here wasn't easy, grew up in a rough part of town. Single mom, no silver spoon, just a kid who loved books and argued too much. Law school was a grind. Clerking was worse, but I made it. Landed this judgeship in 2022, youngest black judge in the county at the time. I'm not saying that to brag. It's just context for why what happened last month hit me so hard. So, it's a Wednesday morning, early May, and I'm heading to court for a big case of civil suit between a local business and some contractors. Messy stuff. Lots of money on the line. I'm in my usual get-up Navy suit, crisp white shirt, no tie because I hate the things, and my robe's already in chambers. I park a few blocks away. Parking in Baltimore is a nightmare. You know what I mean, and walk to the courthouse. It's one of those old, imposing buildings, all stone and echoes, smells like dust and desperation. I'm carrying my briefcase, scrolling through emails on my phone, mentally prepping for the day. Nothing out of the ordinary. Until I get to the side entrance, the one judges and staff use. There's a court officer there, new guy, maybe 50, built like a linebacker gone soft, with a buzz cut and a face that says he's already mad at the world. Let's call him Mike, because I don't feel like being charitable with his real name. Mike's standing there, checking IDs, waving people through. I nod at him, say, morning, and move to walk past. Same as I've done 100 times. But Mike steps in front of me, hand up like I'm about to storm the place. Hold up, he says, all gruff. Where are you going? I'm caught off guard. So I stop, look at him, and go. To my chambers. I'm Judge Carter. I figure he's new. Maybe doesn't know the faces yet. No big deal. I reach for my ID, but before I can even pull it out, Mike's shaking his head. Nah, this entrance is for court personnel only. You need to use the public line out front. Now, I'm not gonna lie, and my first thought is, are you kidding me? I've been here 3 years, never had this problem, but I keep it cool, because that's what you do when you're black and someone's giving you static. You don't escalate. You don't give them an excuse. So I smile, nice and easy, and say, I think there's a mix-up. I'm the judge for courtroom 4B. Been here since 22. Check the roster if you need to. I'm giving him an out. You know, a chance to back off without looking like a fool. But Mike's not interested in outs. He puffs up, crosses his arms, and goes, I don't know you, and I don't care what you say you are. No ID, no entry. Public lines that way. He points to the main entrance, where there's a line of people snaking around the block. Metal detectors. The whole deal. I'm standing there, in my $800 suit, with a briefcase full of case files, and this guy's treating me like I'm here to sell knockoff watches. I can feel the heat creeping up my neck, but I take a deep breath and try one more time. Look, I'm happy to show you my ID, or you can call upstairs. Ask for Linda, my clerk. She'll clear this up. Mike smirks, and says, I'm not calling anybody. You're not getting in. Move along, or we're gonna have a problem. And that's when I hear it, the little edge in his voice, the one that says this isn't just about protocol. It's personal. I've heard that tone before. Too many times, and it's never about the rules. It's about me, my face, my skin, the fact that I don't look like what he thinks a judge should be. At this point, I've got two choices: push past him and risk a scene, or play it smart. I choose smart, but not the way he expects. I step back, lean against the wall, and say, all right, Mike, you win. I'll wait. He blinks. Thrown off. because he was ready for a fight. I pull out my phone, text Linda. New guy at the side door won't let me in. Tell the bailiff I'm stuck outside. Then I just stand there, arms crossed, watching Mike try to act like he's in charge while people keep streaming past. 5 minutes go by, then 10. I'm late for my own court now, which is not how I roll. I'm the guy who starts hearings on the dot. No excuses. I can feel my patience fraying, but I'm not giving Mike the satisfaction of seeing me sweat. Finally, my bailiff, Reggie, comes jogging down the hall. Reggie's been with me since I started. Big guy, former cop, heart of gold. He sees me, sees Mike, and his face says it all. What the hell is this? He walks up, claps me on the shoulder, and goes, Judge, we've been waiting for you. Everything okay? Before I can answer, Mike jumps in, all defensive. This guy says he's a judge, but he's got no ID, no proof. I'm just doing my job. Reggie looks at him like he sprouted a second head, then turns to me and says, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear, Judge Carter, my apologies. Let's get you upstairs. Mike's face freezes, like he's just realized he stepped in something deep. I don't say a word, just nod at Reggie and walk through the door, Mike trailing behind like a kid who got caught stealing cookies. But the real moment that happens in the courtroom, I get to my chambers, throw on my robe, and walk into 4B. The room's packed lawyers, plaintiffs, defendants, spectators, the whole circus. I'm a few minutes late, so everyone's restless, whispering, checking their watches. I step up to the bench, bang the gavel, and the room goes dead silent, like it always does. Except this time, I feel every eye on me, not just because I'm the judge, but because word's already spreading. Reggie's at the door, and I see him nudge Mike inside, whispering something that makes Mike's face go ghost white. I don't call it out, not yet. I start the session, call the first case, but I can see Mike standing by the wall, stiff as a board, eyes darting like he's waiting for the floor to swallow him. And then, here's the twist, one of the lawyers, Ms. Evelyn Brooks, stands up. She's a firecracker, maybe 60, been practicing law longer than I've been alive, and she's not here for nonsense. She's not even on the case we're hearing, just in the gallery observing. She raises her hand and says, Your Honor, may I address the court? I'm curious, so I nod. Go ahead. Ms. Brooks. She turns, looks straight at Mike, and says, I understand there was an incident this morning where a court officer delayed Your Honor's entry to this building. I move that this court formally recognize the oversight and ensure it doesn't happen again. The room's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Lawyers are leaning forward, spectators are gaping, and Mike looks like he's about to pass out. Evelyn's not done. She goes, This is Judge Carter's courtroom, and we all know what he stands for. Let's make sure everyone else does too. I'm floored. Right, I didn't ask for this. Didn't expect it. But Evelyn's out here turning a bad morning into a moment. I glance at Reggie, who's trying not to grin, and I say, Ms. Brooks, I appreciate your concern. The matter's been noted, and I trust it won't happen again. I look at Mike. Not mean, just steady. And he nods, barely, like he's praying for a trap door. I move on, call the next case, but the energy in the room's different now. It's not just about the law anymore. It's about respect, about who gets to walk through that door and why. The rest of the day goes smooth, but the story's already out. By lunch, people are posting on X, calling it the judge who got locked out of his own court. Some folks are mad, some are laughing. A few are saying I should have fired Mike on the spot. Me, I don't know. I called Mike into my chambers at the end of the day, sat him down, and said, You made a call this morning. It was the wrong one. You've got a week to show me you understand why. He apologized, stammering, said he didn't mean any harm. Just didn't know. I let him keep his job for now. People mess up, and I'm not in the business of ruining lives over one bad day, but I'm watching him, and he knows it. That night, I'm home, glass of bourbon in hand, staring out at the city. My mom calls, says she saw the story online, asks if I'm okay. I tell her I'm fine, but I'm not sure I am. It's not just about Mike. You know it's the fact that I can be a judge, wear the robe, bang the gavel, and still have to prove I belong. I think court officer made black man wait outside, then froze when courtroom fell silent, continued, about Evelyn, about Reggie, about the people in that courtroom who had my back. And it pulls me through. I'm still here, still doing the work, still fighting for what's right, one case at a time. It's the next morning, and I'm back at the courthouse. Same side entrance. Mike's there, same spot. But this time, he steps aside, holds the door open, and says, "Morning, Your Honor. It's small, but it's something." I nod, walk through, and head to my chambers. The weight of the robe feeling just a little heavier today. The courtroom's waiting, cases are piling up, and I've got a job to do. But as I step into 4B, I can't help wondering how many more Mikes are out there, and what's it going to take for this to stop being a story. I'm throwing it to you. Was I too soft on Mike, giving him a second chance? Should I have pushed harder, made an example? Or is this bigger than one guy? One morning. Drop your thoughts, because I'm still wrestling with this one, and I could use some perspective.